to the 34th episode, a second Christmas episode of the Addison County Country Minute. I'm your host, Well Dan Opinionated, and as always, a continued celebration of Don Harron. Well, it's getting closer and closer. You little fellers and lady LLers knows what I'm speaking to. I know you're counting the days, counting the number of sleeps. Only 8 days until Christmas. 8 days? Good Lord! I need to get to shopping. Yes. Santa's at the mall. Long checkout lines. Can't remember where you parked the station wagon. Kids acting up at school. Teacher roping them in. Lost grandma a week ago in the craft aisle section. Haven't seen her since. Oh, poor grandma. She's lost and gone forever. Most wonderful time of the year. Right. Anyway. Well, on to a bit of news. Well, this past Monday, Miss Perkins headed on into town to the hardware store and grabbed a few decorations for her tree. The clerk was real helpful gathering the items she needed. The store manager an aisle or two away with another customer overheard the clerk saying to Miss Perkins, "No, ma'am, we haven't had any of that for some weeks now, and doesn't look like we'll be getting any real time soon." Alarmed by what was being said, the manager rushed over to the customer as she was walking out the door and said, "That isn't true, ma'am. Of course we'll have some soon. In fact, we placed an order for it a couple weeks ago, and it'll be here tomorrow." The lady turned and glared at the store manager like he was a half-wit and stormed out the door. Furious, the manager went straight over to the clerk with a sour look on his face. The manager drew the clerk aside, growled, "Never, never, never, never say we don't have something. If we don't have it, say we ordered it, it's on its way." Now, what was it she wanted? The clerk looked the boss straight in the eye and said, "She was looking for snow." I ain't got none right now. Anyway. So, today, we're going to read another story. You may have heard of it. Frosty the Snowman. Give a listen. Hope you like it. And if you do, pass it on. Yeah. Here we go. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul with a corn cob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children's know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be. And the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day. So he said, "Let's run, have some fun, now before I melt away." Down to the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square saying, "Catch me if you can." He led them down the streets of town, right to the traffic cop. And he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, "Stop!" Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, over the hills of snow. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye saying, "Don't you cry. I'll be back on Christmas Day." Yes, sir. How was that for a story? Anyway, tune in next week for another fast-paced, exciting, informative episode. Hey, remember, when you stop believing in Santa Claus, you get underwear for Christmas.